Did you know that during a brutal civil war in the 1960s, a policy choice by the United States was interpreted as the ultimate act of betrayal by one of its closest African allies, forever shifting the balance of power in West Africa? Nigeria and the U.S. were formal allies and strategic partners. So when Nigeria was plunged into the brutal three-year civil war in 1967, Nigeria expected immediate, decisive military support from Washington to protect its national integrity and valuable oil assets. They expected the friend to show up, but America didn't show up. Instead, the U.S. made a single, devastating policy decision. They chose silence. The U.S. was paralyzed by fear. Fresh from escalating the Vietnam War, the Johnson and Nixon administrations feared getting dragged into another messy conflict. Crucially, they didn't want to compete with their primary ally, the British, who were already backing the Nigerian federal side. So, Washington declared strict non-involvement, refusing to sell arms to either side, treating the crisis as merely an internal matter. This refusal to help became the double-edged betrayal. First, the political insult. For Nigeria, this neutrality was a political slap in the face. It created a strategic vacuum that was immediately filled by the Soviet Union, who eagerly supplied arms. This forced Nigeria to look east, fundamentally damaging its reliance on the West. Then came the humanitarian disaster. Worse still was the humanitarian crisis. The Nigerian blockade led to mass starvation in Biafra. In the eyes of the world, America stood by while a devastating tragedy unfolded, prioritizing its non-involvement strategy over saving lives. In geopolitics, neutrality is always a choice, and for Nigeria, this choice was the high price of perceived betrayal. When the war ended, Nigeria was victorious, but its conclusion was clear. America was unreliable. A friend only when things were easy. This historical decision became an anchor of lasting distrust that defined Nigeria's foreign policy for decades, fostering suspicion toward American intentions. The policy of neutrality, intended to keep the U.S. out of war, cost it a critical friendship and forced it to fight for relevance in Africa for years to come. While the United States and Nigeria are allied nations today, they are not in the sense of a formal military alliance, like NATO. If you found this context compelling, hit the subscribe button. What other moment do you think fundamentally defined a key relationship in African history? Let me know in the comments below.